But the one that I want to start today's show is this meet Melinda, a healthcare worker at VCU Health. And this is the kind of people that scare me the most. Not monsters, not terrorists, no, people like this who take care of your health and have this, let's say, approaches to revenge or something, or insanity. She posted a series of videos encouraging people to inject ICE agents with I don't know how to pronounce this, succinylcholine, a temporary paralysis drug, and spray poison on them. All right. She also encourages women to go on dates with agents and drug their food. What the F? What is this? Any comment, VCU Health? How can you have such a vile person working with patients? How can anyone feel safe at your facilities if you employ such people? I'm gonna play the clip to see what is this about. So
I thought of something good. I think it's something weird spot. Sabotage tactic, or at least scare tactic.
She's got the crazy eyes, of course. She's got the crazy eyes.
All the medical providers, grab some syringes with needles on the end. Have them full of saline or succinylcholine, whatever. That will probably be a deterrent. Be safe. Okay, for today's resistance tip, I vote, anybody got any poison ivy, poison oak in their yard? Get some of that up with gloves, obviously. Get it in some water, like a gallon of water. Get the poison ivy oak water, and I'm gonna put it into a water gun. Aim for faces, hands.
Okay, so there's a series of videos of this. I'm watching this with you. I'm reacting to this with you live right now. What?
Are the single ladies where these ICE guys are going have a chance to do something, not without risk, but could help the cause for sure. Get on Tinder, get on Hinge, find these guys. They're around. They're an ICE agent, bring some X-Lax and put it in their drinks. Get them sick. Nobody's gonna die. Just enough to incapacitate them, get them off the street for the next day. Highly, easily deniable. You could get sick too.
Wait a second. Isn't this grounds to get her arrested or something, or prosecuted or something? I'm just asking. I don't know what are the legal grounds for somebody posting this kind of stuff on TikTok or Instagram and just not having any repercussions.
Won't eat there again. I'm just saying. Let's get them where they eat. Somebody's not going to be supporting these guys. Where's the hotel where they eat? Who makes that breakfast? Let's find them. Let's make their lives fucking miserable. I know we're already trying to keep them awake all night. That's good. Anything you can do to make the living conditions bad.
I actually always wonder, that people want so much attention nowadays. We are not only in the attention economy, but people are starved of attention in many ways. I always ask the question if this is just bluffing, if this is just to attract some kind of attention. It is to attract some kind of attention, but I don't know what kind of attention would be you willing to risk your license, your freedom, your reputation, everything, actually saying this kind of things. Because at some point I say, okay, maybe they're joking about this, but then I realize, what kind of joke is this? The joke is not funny, and if you speak so seriously, and if you're joking, which I think she's not, people are not gonna get the joke, and you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. Right? You're not only going to let's say, lose your job, but you might lose your license. That I disagree with those consequences. In fact, I agree with those consequences.
Talk to the people who work at the places where they are. Come up with some ideas. Dead fish. Somewhere in the room hidden. Just stay toxic.
Just to stay toxic. So, well, VCU Health, I confirm Melinda has been placed on administrative leave. Just leave. Alright, she needs to be fired immediately, as Lipstuff TikTok says, have her license revoked and potentially face charges. She literally called to poison and drug ICE agents. Sorry, but this is not enough. And yeah, it is is on administrative leave, and that's it, and will not be in our facilities or interacting with the patients. This is not enough, and it is scary to imagine that. Imagine what has been happening, for example, with people whose cars are misidentified. Oh, these guys must be ICE, and then you get, I don't know, pursued and followed on the street and heckled on the street, and you're not ICE at all. Imagine if you get misidentified as ICE, and you need to go to the hospital, and these people treat you, and you're not even ICE, and they do the things to you. Yeah, just to stay toxic. What kind of person says that? It's bad actors, the people who don't belong in society, and much less taking care of people. That you, certainly don't understand. There's also this Lexi Lawler, a labor and delivery nurse at Baptist Health of Boca Raton Regional Hospital. She says she hopes, this is triggering, trigger warning. She says she hopes Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt suffers a severe 4th-degree tear during childbirth and has medical complications. Yes, this is bad, because we're talking about a professional who delivers babies. This is really disturbing. Again, I didn't want to start the show like this, but I needed to warn you that these kind of people are out there. They are filming themselves and saying these things.
As a labor and delivery nurse, it gives me great joy to wish Caroline Leavitt a 4th-degree tear. I hope that you fucking rip from bow to stern and never shit normally again, you cunt.
All right, so yeah, that was sorry for not censoring that part. Lexi, the nurse who was fired after wishing severe childbirth injuries on Caroline Leavitt, she was fired. She was fired, at least. Fired. Also posted this video hoping for people to die with the hashtag 8647, in which we know, thanks to, well, the internet, that it basically means for Trump to be assassinated.
Remember when the death cults used to just drink the Kool-Aid and then die and leave us the fuck alone? Why can't we go back to that? I just want to go back to that. Please?
Yeah, these people are sick. Again, the comments made on social media video by a nurse at one of our facilities do not reflect our values, and she has been fired. These women are crazy. And then you ask, why would anybody would take them seriously? But the problem is that you have this vicious cycle that they post these videos on the internet. Maybe we say these women are crazy, but there are other women out there and men out there actually listening to these individuals. And yes, that is not that we are going to limit their free speech, but you can have free speech, but not freedom of consequences. And those consequences, people say, oh, they're facing consequences, so there's no freedom of speech. No, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. That is literally what the First Amendment in the United States is about, but not you can escape or not face the consequences of what your words mean and the energy and the wishes of your words. That's the thing. That's how the law works, in case you didn't remember. And There's also this woman. I haven't watched this clip. Let's watch this.
The United States
Oh, sorry. It's absolutely Karen pitch.
Senate is voting on ISIS funding next week. And this is a group that does not deserve to be funded. Any senator who votes to continue to pay for this mob of unhinged murderers is out of their fucking mind.
Oh, she calling unhinged other people. Right, it checks out.
Because this cannot be retrained. This has to be stopped. So if you are a U.S. Senator right now, do not write a fucking tweet. Do not write a fucking tweet. Write a bill. Write a bill that abolishes this heinous department.
All right, so she's called the politics girl. That is very creative on her part, I guess. No, grow, change. I think that she should change. Or maybe never change, because we need examples of this. This always makes a great show. We also have this clip. What is this? Our resistance will be talked about for generations. What resistance are you talking about? Oh my God, this is not going to end well. This is a very short clip, but let's watch this.
How's this for a motivational phrase? Our resistance will be talked about for generations.
And she whispers. Oh my God. This is Eileen Wuornos 2026. This is Eileen Wuornos 2026. I have no other words about this. I have no other words about this. I'm sure that you have words about this. You have an opinion on this. And I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Bar Language Guy. Much love.